Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. You know, we love all things Texas. So when we heard about an incredible collection of Lone Star State memorabilia down at Texas State University, well, we jumped straight into the Sequoia and headed to San Marcos. San Marcos has always had the reputation of being a college town, thanks to Texas State University calling this part of Central Texas home since 1899. 35,000 students roam this campus, seeking a higher education, and if they need some quiet time, the Albert B. Alkeck Library is the place to be. But if you head to the 7th floor of this intellectual hub, you'll find more than just a place to study. You'll come across an incredible collection that preserves the cultural heritage of Texas.
We are devoted to what we call collecting, preserving, and sharing the creative legacy of Texas and the Southwest.
David Coleman is the director of the Whitliff Collection.
What Bill really wanted to do when he set this place up was inspire young people to become creatives.
Founded in 1986 by Bill Whitliff, a Texas legend who had a hand in writing several movies, including Red-Headed Stranger, Barbarossa, Legends of the Fall, and The Perfect Storm.
He knew from a very young age that stories and storytelling was what he was meant to do.
Whitliff got his start in storytelling by establishing the Encino Press, and that led to meeting an author synonymous with the Lone Star State.
Bill established this press in '63, and then in 1968, he published a book by Larry McMurtry called In a Narrow Grave. He and Bill really hit it off well. They were Texas guys, they had read the same books growing up, so when it became time to choose someone to adapt the novel to the screen, Bill was a natural choice. One of the remarkable collections that we have, Lonesome Dove here, is all due to Bill Whitliff, who was co-executive producer, and he's the one who adapted Larry McMurtry's novel to the screenplay.
I remember watching it with my dad the first, in '89, and just, it left an impression, and so it's just one of those timeless tales.
And I can't tell you how many people come in here and either they've got a dog named Gus or a kid named Gus, and people, are buried with copies of Lonesome Dove in their coffin. And it's a story that, was amazing for its time and won the Pulitzer Prize. And then the film really just touches the hearts of so many people. The reason we have these incredible props, costumes, and more from Lonesome Dove is that Bill was kind of collecting while he was filming. He was on set every day, and after they would wrap one production location, he would beg, borrow, and steal, I always like to say, from those production sites to then add to this archive. And sometimes it's that culture, those cultural moments like Lonesome Dove, that bind us all together and remind us of how important it is, to carry the history and treasure the history of Texas.
The Whitliff Collection isn't all about Lonesome Dove. There are all sorts of Texas stories here.
Here we have
classic,
the amazing King of the Hill. We have the King of the Hill production archive, donated by Jim Dotrieve, who was executive producer and writer and showrunner for the show after Fox canceled it.
Related to Bill?
No, not actually a connection to Bill Whitliff at all, but...
no, Bill Dotrieve from the show.
I should have got that. I should have got that. That's right. Yeah, that's definitely where the name Dotrieve comes from. Yeah.
This was the perfect opportunity for me to showcase one of my best impressions.
It's been the one thing I've been always good at is, what the hell, damn it, Bobby? That's my one little trick.
That is great. Gosh, we love King of the Hill. The kids here at Texas State love King of the Hill. One of our favorite things about it is what we have front and center is this Bible, as it was called. It was a guide to the writers, all about how the characters would act, what the characters would say, how to draw the characters, what they would look like, but things to do and things to never do or have these characters do.
While movies and media have a massive presence here, there's also an incredible photography collection, and you can find things from many Texas singer-songwriters like Gary P. Nunn's iconic lyrics to London Homesick Blues, Jerry Jeff Walker's hat, and even Guy Clark's ashes.
For any true Texas music fan, this is a must-see. These are the last Mortal Remains of Guy Clark, a Texas singer-songwriter, a piece done by another singer-songwriter, Terry Allen, who donated it to us, willed his ashes to Terry and wanted Terry to make a sculpture somehow using those ashes. If you look real close on the rock that the crow is standing on, and even on some of the feathers of the crow, you'll see these gold flecks, kind of gold dust. And those are Guy's ashes. If you look at the chest, he opened up the crow's chest and put the rest of Guy's ashes inside the bird. For Guy Clark fans, this is a place of pilgrimage for everyone to see.
Wow, isn't that something?
Bill was really committed to collecting things that made artists seem human and just seem like you and me in some ways. So kind of noting that source of inspiration, that spark of creativity, but then also showing the human side.
To see so much of what makes Texas, Texas in one place is truly a treat for any fan of the Lone Star State, because learning more about who we are is always well recommended on the Texas bucket list.
People would lead richer lives if they knew a little bit more about the place where they're from, basically. So we're hoping if anyone can learn a little bit more about Texas, well, they'll lead a richer life.
Well, thanks for watching this segment of the Texas Bucket List. To see more, be sure you subscribe to our channel, and to see full episodes, become a member. In the meantime, you can also shop our store at the Texas Bucket List Store and Studio.